didn't really film much last week as far as vlog footage goes. It's been pretty cold, a lot of snow on the ground, at least compared to last year. We really didn't get a whole lot of snow last year at this, part where I live in Maryland. But there's been snow on the ground since like last Monday. So it snowed over the weekend, but not a whole lot, but there's still a good amount of snow on the ground. And I think it might be a little warmer today or tomorrow, but it's relatively been an average of like the lower 20s as of like the last week and a half. So those winter haters are definitely hating right now. Riley in the snow a lot, and yeah, we'll see what the week looks like.
High upon the hill lies a big scary mansion.
Monday Night Raw premiered on Netflix last week. I had Miss Rachel on in the background. Monday Night Raw premiered on Netflix last week for the first time. What a weird show, man. I'll just leave it at that. But, I'm excited tonight that it's actually going to be like a normal type episodic episode of Raw, and not like this weird Rock comes out and talks for 45 minutes about absolutely nothing. And, for a wrestling show, it took about like, an hour to get to the first match. It was weird. As far as spooky movies go, over the weekend, Kelly and I tried to watch a movie called Your Monster, which looked really up our alley. We love Lisa Frankenstein from last year, so thinking like we would love Your Monster. Not a fan. The guy who played the monster, or the Wolfman, he looks a lot like me, but yeah, like not a very likable character, and I had a hard time getting into it. Like, it's just one of those where you're like, this seems so much up my alley, but really wasn't that good. And then we ended up watching Abigail last night, which was on my radar for a long time, and it was a lot of fun, actually. I did think it got a little overly ridiculous towards the end. I don't know. I know there was quite a lot of F-bombs throughout the movie, but they like turned it up to a whole new level, like in the last like half hour. And I'm not against like profanity in movies, but like it was every other word that it kind of took me out of the movie. It was just like, I feel effing great. Like, it was just like every line was like, I effing something. Like, I don't know. I'm like, that's turning into a vampire makes you feel like that. Turning into a vampire makes me a sailor mouth. I don't know. That's not really a selling point for me. Just saying. It's Tuesday, and I sliced my thumb open this morning. A great way to start a Tuesday. Yeah, that's what happens when you use a peeler on apples. Nicked myself pretty good though. I don't need to go to the hospital, but it's always fun when, first thing in the morning, you basically slice your thumb open. Wednesday morning, did a little workout early this morning, and DDP yoga's kicking my butt lately. I've been back into reading recently, and I actually am reading again, which feels nice because, I don't know, I'm like starting to hate TV and movies now. I don't know, like it's hard to really get into TV shows for me. So many shows and movies competing for attention, and sometimes I'm just like getting sick of like trying to search for something. I kind of am going on a J.R.R. Tolkien journey right now because during Christmas time, I showed it off in another vlog, but I was reading Letters from Father Christmas. Really enjoyed that. And now I am on to reading The Hobbit, actually for the first time ever. And I mean, I saw the first Hobbit movie and I wasn't like a huge fan, but a lot of fans of the book The Hobbit are like, the movie's not super great. I mean, it's like The Hobbit is like a children's fantasy, and the movie's like this big epic fantasy trying to be like Lord of the Rings. But I'm about, I don't know, like 75 pages into The Hobbit. I just started reading it like, the end of the weekend, and when I have time to read, but really enjoying it. I ended up buying 2 other books of his, but I do have a copy of Lord of the Rings. I'm not sure if I'm going to tackle that right now. Like after The Hobbit, a lot of people are like, read Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings is extremely long. I don't know if I can tackle like a 1100 page book after reading a 300 page book, but I did buy Baron and Luthen. Yeah, I heard it's like a pretty cool love story that's kind of a tragedy, but it's a little bit shorter of a book, so I might tackle that next. And then when I'm feeling really weird, maybe I'll read The Silmarillion, which a lot of people who love this book are like, you're gonna read it and through most of it you're just gonna go, what am I reading? And then by the time you finish it, you're gonna go, what did I just read? So yeah, I mean, have that to look forward to. If I'm feeling daring, I might tackle this, but I at least wanted a copy of it. Eventually I'll get to it though. I'm in the bathroom, it's coming along nicely. We're basically like, you know, in the tail stages of getting everything done. Showers in. Kelly's already got the curtain, the Valentine's Day curtain up. This seems to be hung up. I'm not gonna do that on camera though. But yeah, part of the walls are black. Kelly's dad's doing a really awesome job. Sink counter is in, and Chucky, what are you doing here? But yeah, countertop looks great. It's called Thunder White. It's funny because it's not really all that white. It's mostly gray, and it even is like kind of has like hints of like this like pinkish purple. I kind of like it though. I really didn't expect that, and so when I was like, you know, expecting to see it mostly white with maybe some gray throughout it, but ended up looking really nice. So I guess Chucky's just chilling in the bat room here, so I'm gonna call it the bat room because I don't know. Thursday night drive home, it's snowing. So much noise. You're a butt. Calling for a winter storm warning tonight. It's Saturday the 18th, and I mean, maybe tonight. I want to say maybe actually tomorrow the 19th. It's going to be more of a winter storm warning, but maybe it'll be Snowmageddon. It actually doesn't really snow that much in Maryland. People get pretty gung-ho. I don't know about everywhere else in the world, but at least in Maryland, everyone's like, gotta get to the store, gotta get my milk sandwiches.
Get you a slice of milk.
And yeah. Good job playing. Finally got the VCR working again. For a while, I couldn't really use it, but yeah. Was able to put Beetlejuice on. I finally got it working. Old technology with new TVs and new technology don't really go together too well. It's snowing. You enjoying the snow? It's like a white blanket outside now. It's Monday morning. It did actually snow a good bit last night. I guess it was a Snowmageddon after all. But I'm pretty sore today. DDP yoga is kicking my butt once again.
Oh, please!
And I guess I'll wrap up this vlog here. We're gonna go shovel a path out of our driveway and then collapse out of exhaustion in the snow and die. Thanks for watching. To be continued.